Finally, I've managed to review the most legendary watch Casio has ever made. Let's get into the video. This watch has been worn by one of the most famous as well as infamous people who ever walked this earth. And let's start with the specifications. The Casio F91 has a case diameter of 38.2mm, a width of 35.2mm and a height of 8.5mm. It weighs only 21 grams. The case as well as bezel is made up of resin glass and it has a resin band as well. It has approximate battery life of 7 years and has the basic features like stopwatch, alarm, a backlight, calendar and a 12 or 24-hour format. The design of this watch is very simple, iconic and straightforward at the same time. When you look at the watch, you have the F91W branding and the Casio branding evidently seen on the top. And you have the alarm chronograph, which is both of the functions of this watch, or 3 switches which signify each mode. You have the water resist in the center, and this watch offers basic water resistance and nothing more. Toggling between the modes in this watch is very simple. This was the predecessor to all the other budget watches which you've seen in this channel. And you have 3 modes. First is the alarm, then the stopwatch, and then the timekeeping or time setting mode. So it's very simple to toggle. If you press the button on the right, you toggle between the 12 and 24-hour timekeeping. So this watch is very simple and very minimalistic, which people love. If you like the video so far, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, we do watch reviews and everything related to watches. So subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks to Rajasthan Watch Company for sponsoring this video. More on them in the description. When talking about the backlight, I don't know what Casio had in mind when making this watch. This watch was released in the June of 1989. This backlight only stretches to half of the screen, which is quite disappointing. But when you shut that off, this is a very good watch. Before we come to the verdict whether you should buy this watch or not, we need to discuss why people love this watch. During 1989, people wanted a more affordable watch, but it didn't have to be very fancy. It needs to be minimalistic and it needs to be light. The F91 covered all the checkpoints of this watch. It was a gender neutral watch. It was worn by men, women, children as well as teens. This was a go-to watch which was affordable. It was not a Rolex, it was an F91. So people were able to afford it. It was around $10 to $20 range. When you're buying a watch or you're starting into the world of watch collecting, people start with the F91. Not everyone is going to buy an expensive watch. So they have to start from some point. This watch was an icon to almost everyone. Whoever had $20 in their hand were able to get this watch, and it was available to everyone all around the world. This watch is considered the world's most popular watch, and it is still being sold out in the market. Another fact is, the F91W is one of the most durable watches ever. You can even freeze this watch or use it under extreme conditions or even run a car over this watch, nothing will happen. This was a predecessor to all G-Shocks. Because of its simple design, it made it possible. Barack Obama used to wear this watch, and the infamous Osama bin Laden also wore this watch and even used this watch to make a time bomb. And Ryan Reynolds wore this watch in the movie Free Guy, and many other people do wear this watch. This watch is priced at 1,095 rupees, which is very affordable. And I am not sure if you can get this watch on sale, but if you can get it, you will be the most luckiest person living on earth. This watch is not for everyone, so I'm making this very clear. This watch is of a 38.2mm dimension. When you're wearing it on a wrist which is 6.5 inches or more, it looks very tiny. That is the only thing which limits this watch, as well as you have illumination which is not that great. But if you feel like you want to travel or you want to use this watch in the most rugged conditions ever, and you don't care if the watch gets lost, this is the watch for you. And if you're a person who's starting their journey in the world of horology, then this watch is for you. There's many pluses in this watch. So these were my thoughts about the Casio F91W. If you have a friend who wants to buy a Casio F91, please do share it with them. And if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe, as we make a lot of watch related content. If you haven't seen my previous video about the Timex Goat as well as all the videos I've ever made which are here, please do check them out. See you in the next video. Peace out.